Welcome to Motivate You, the Winner Circle. Your host, June Archer here. Today I got my guy, the super talented singer, songwriter, actor, and he is going to be a mogul. I promise you. You can see him on this hit TV show. If you've been under the rock, then you ain't seen it. But he plays the amazing, interesting, sometimes hard-headed Emmett on the shy. But you can check him out. He got a new record out this year that's doing his thing. It's called Real Love. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My guy, Jacob Latimore. What up, brother?
What's going on, big bro? How you feel?
Man, listen, I woke up this morning excited to sit down with you, man, to talk and catch up.
Oh, that's what's
and
up.
I just want to ask you, because I've been asking everybody, how has this current world situation, global situation, been treating you and the family during COVID?
It's definitely been interesting. You know, I think to go from just working every day, traveling and filming the Shy, filming different projects, to just like being at home every day was a little bit of a, it messed with me mentally a little bit, but it also just allowed me to kind of sit still and just sort of enjoy everything I done worked hard for. You know what I mean? I bought a house this year, so I bought myself a house. So it's some highlights to my life this year that I cherish, but it's also been a dark world. You know, it's been seeing all this stuff online and the internet and just like about our history and racism. You know, it's been a little draining, I can say, but overall, man, I'm just happy to be alive.
Nah, and listen, we are glad for that. For you, as you just touched on it, man, how do you feel about us moving forward with making sure we're changing the curriculum in schools so that not just black kids, not just white kids, but every kid in school is learning about cultural things across the board, whether it's black history, whether it's Spanish history,
Right.
whether it's Canadian history, whatever it is. How do you feel about us moving forward and changing the curriculum?
Man, I just think I think it's gonna have to start at home, unfortunately. You know what I mean? I feel like the system don't want us to know our history. The system doesn't want us to be fully educated. Even when it comes to just learning about finances and learning about credit, and I'm learning so much more about that now than ever. You know what I mean? I don't really remember much in school, to be honest. You know, everything that I'm going through as an adult. School didn't really teach me that much. You know what I'm saying? So that's a concern for when you want to have a family, you want to have kids, and you got to send them off to school just to know that they may be learning a little bit of the truth.
Right.
And then when your kids get back home, you know, you got to teach them the real, like more, like there's more to the story. And that's what we're working with right now. And we gotta work as, I think it's gonna start with families individually. So we can all come together as a community to help that grow, our education grow.
I think that piece is big. I think the community piece is big. The village concept is big. Like we got to get back to those core values to make sure that we shape our young people. For you, you got your feet wet in the entertainment business at a very young age. As a singer, Jive Records, doing your thing.
Yeah.
How was that first experience? Because I'll be honest with you, when we were doing some work with yourself, Mario, Amarion, Chris Brown, you were one of the standouts. Sammy is another one. I can't leave him off the table. But you were one of them that at first glance said, "Yo, that kid is a star." For you, who did you look at? Like, how and why did you want to be a singer, performer, and actor? Like, what bit you first to say, you know what? I think I want to do this thing.
Honestly, man, it goes back to what I was saying. It started in the household. You know, I grew up in a house full of singers. My grandfather, my dad, and my uncles, always, rehearsing harmony in the living room, and I would see them on the local news station. They were signing MCA records, early 2000s, by Randy Jackson, and I would see their music videos, and I would see limos pick them up in the hood, to take them to LA, and I was like, where they going? I'm like, wait, pops.
I want a piece of that.
Yeah, so I was about 6 years old. That's the first time they like brought me on stage. They were performing at Summerfest. Um, I forget what year that was, but I was super young, and they brought me out. I just took command of the stage, and after that, I got a little bit older. They started putting me in the studio, recording my own songs, performing at elementary schools, and I was singing to girls at recess, and it just I developed this love for it that they didn't have to push, they didn't have to force me into it. They seen that I was already just wanting to do it. You know what I mean? Really wanting and really taking the time to rehearse every day and watching what I eat and work out. You know what I'm saying? Like it was a real dedication they really seen, and then film just sort of uh, came along, as I moved to Atlanta, and I just wanted to broaden my horizon with, different things.
Now, for you, it was in the blood, but there's a work ethic that comes to wanting to be better than the average.
Right.
For you,
Mm-hmm.
what motivates you to become the best that you could be?
Honestly, man, just I think my family legacy motivates me. I think I've have so much talent in my family, and I always want to just I always think about taking it to the next level. Like, how can I break the cycle in my family where, okay, now the next generation after me is gonna be born into an empire. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what I think about when I look at Diddy's sons. When I look at Christian, I look at Justin. I was like, it was the red carpet was rolled out for them, and as it should be. You know what I'm saying? So I want my kids to be able, if whatever they want to do, I got the resources. And I'm not just thinking about music or film. I'm thinking about entrepreneurship. So it's like, whatever type of business they want to get into, I want to be able to help them, and make it as easy as possible. Not to say they shouldn't work for anything, but make sure they got those opportunities.
You mentioned Diddy. Like, who are some of the other moguls or entertainers that you look up to that inspire you?
I saw the Diddy 50 Cent. Let me see. I look at a lot of different people. Nipsey Hussle was. I watched more of his interviews than anything. And yeah, I just love to watch great. I like Rick Ross. I like people who build empires, who really help other people around them, and help other people succeed.
Now let's talk about this record, man. I don't want to talk about the Shy just yet because I'm saving that piece. But this Real Love
Yeah.
record, man, what was the inspiration behind the record and video?
Honestly, man, we was in the lab. I had got an Airbnb here in Atlanta, I believe, and then had a group of writers in one house. We was eating together. We was just chilling. You know what I mean? We was like just creating a vibe, and we have a few people over to listen to music. We had drinks passed around. It was just like it was a vibe. And the songwriter, her name is Kiera. My guy Garen, and my brother Rossi. And I came downstairs and they was working on this joint, and I was just like,
Start nodding your head
"This
to it.
crazy right here,
Crazy.
man." And I was like, let me get on the booth." You know what I'm saying? So that's how we just create. I just create my own environment when I want to work on a project. I create my environment exactly how I want to. Good energy in the room, and we make music.
Now, if there was a duet to be had, that would be that proverbial slow joint, that proverbial wedding song. Who would the female artist be that would join you on that record?
Um, I like Kehlani. I like
Mm.
I like Chloe and Haley. Chloe and Haley, we actually sort of grew up together in Atlanta. I used to see them around Atlanta just performing, small shows coming up, and shout out to their parents too, really groomed them well. Now they shining big. It's I like a lot of females in the game right now. You know what I mean? Leighton Green, I like Anne Marie, I like I'm just thinking about all the newer up and coming artists. You know what I mean? But I want to go big too. Rihanna, what's up? You know what I'm
Rihanna,
saying?
what's up?
Beyonce. You
All
know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah. Hey, what?
I'm trying to
Listen, you got
work.
to speak it into existence. Jay, you
Yeah,
got to
yeah,
speak it into existence. You know what I mean?
yeah.
and then it'll come.
Trying to work.
It will come. Who could we see you? Hey, why not? I want to see you back on the stage. So let's just say we get out of this COVID situation. I've been asking artists this lately, and you got 4 artists that you could choose to go on the road with, dead or alive. Who and what would that tour look like? Who would be your opening act? Where would you put yourself, and who would be the headliner?
Oh man, if I had to put together a tour of 4 different artists, okay. Honestly, some of the people I already said, Kehlani, for sure, Chloe and Halle. I'm gonna do 2 females and then 2 male artists. Gotta get on the road with my boy Trevor Jackson. That's my brother. Like the energy gonna be crazy. And then probably let me think. Probably like Rotimi maybe. You know what I'm saying? Like I think
that's a good combination.
We just got different energies in the room, like, in one arena. You know what I mean? I tell a lot of my peers that too. I was like, y'all, we got to start touring together more. Like because a lot of us are still independent, and you know the music industry is a different game now. You know what I mean? It's hard to reach that arena success. Now it's like it was much easier back then. Now it's like it's so saturated. Only a few are getting to that arena success. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like selling out 19,000, 20,000 people a night. Like, you know what I'm saying? We trying to go Madison Square Garden with it. That's still where I see myself. So, you know, the small shows, the 500 cap rooms, the 1,500 cap rooms is cool, but it's levels to it. You know what I'm saying? We trying to go Justin Bieber with it, like stadium.
Exactly. But there's strength in numbers though. So if y'all get together,
yeah.
It would be crazy. And it'd be great to see a tour with some young talent like doing their thing and really just put it down. Like, you know, I think it's time for it. So we just put it out in the atmosphere. So it's gonna come back. Watch. As soon as this COVID thing is up, just save me tickets, Jay. Just save me tickets, man. That's it.
And that was so powerful. When I was signed a job when I was a little younger, me, Mindless Behavior, Diggy, OMG Girls, and myself.
Crazy.
And it was crazy. We were selling out Fox theaters and you know, these mini arenas. Like it was like we were unstoppable. You know what I mean? And now, like, you know, I talked to Pleasure P from Pretty Ricky after they just did the Millennium Tour. They like, now it's time for y'all to do y'all tour, because I remember how y'all had y'all generation going crazy. So it's like, you know, we got to bring that back too.
So let's talk about the Shy.
Yeah.
New season. I think I'm on episode 4 already. And what I love about the show and where you guys are going this season is there's so many lessons to be learned in every episode that is taking you to a different place. It's really tapping a different piece of your heart in this season. For you, I'll just start by asking, how is it working with such an incredible producer? Like, she is amazing.
It's incredible, man. I think I've been blessed to be able to work with some just really dope creators on the film side. And I think The Shy has been the most impactful show or project I feel like I've worked on. Maybe another one was probably Detroit, but The Shy has impacted people on a totally different level. You know what I mean? And it wasn't until The Shy, I was walking down the street and people were like, "Hey, Emmett, where Keisha at?" Or like, it's just people are so invested. You know what I mean? Like, I hate your character. Your character get on my nerves. Like or they say you get on my nerves as if it's really me. You know what I mean? So, and it's cool to be on the other end of that perspective, because, you know, some of my favorite shows I'm really invested in too. So it's like, you know, it's amazing to just, you know, also be a part of a show that's touching on really strong political points, you know, with kidnapping, missing young girls, and police brutality, and just like, just the culture, you know, really absorbing the culture that we, you know, we live every day.
Now, with your character, we've seen Emmett grow, and for most of us, we are rooting for Emmett because we want Emmett grow up, like be the man that we know that you could be. And this season, Jay, Emmett is growing up, but this past week, Emmett took a couple steps back.
Man,
How important is it that relationship with Sonny, for those who are watching and listening that don't understand some of it in context? Sonny is
right.
quote unquote your boss. He's a mentor. He's a father figure who's giving you the opportunity to kind of live your dreams through his establishment. How important is it for where you are right now that people have mentors that they could look up to, they could speak to kind of help them navigate not only the world, but navigate ways in which they can live their dreams and realize those dreams?
It's extremely important, and I think it's so important that we actually seeing it on screen. I think that it's I think it also challenges the generation before us to be like set more of an example for the next generation. You know what I mean? Like it's good to see a black business owner in the neighborhood who's been in the neighborhood for years, and that camaraderie and that community. Everybody knows what Sonny's is. You know what I mean? Sonny's. Like, we're going to Sonny's. Like, yeah, I've been to Sonny's. Sonny's been around for years. So it's like, it's that it's a beauty in that, and it's good for us because, we got to be better at just building our own communities up and supporting our black businesses in the community. And Emmett has that mentality now. He has that mentality. Like, I don't want to be selling chicken forever. That's Sonny, that's your dream. That's what you did. But I want to use this to create something even more. You know what I mean? And I love that. I love that role because that's been my mindset since I was 12.
How you gonna get it? How you gonna get better? Like you said earlier, Meek Mill put it in a way that people got to understand it. There are levels to everything that we're trying to do. And if you're trying to get to the next level, figure out who you could speak to, who they've done that. They've been there. They've gone through the pitfalls. They've succeeded and they failed. And they can give you the blueprint. They can give you the recipe for success. So it's super, super, super important. And what can we expect, man? Without letting the cat out the bag, what can we expect from Emmett this season, man? Give me a little, give me a little something.
It's gonna be a wild day for Emmett, man. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. I already seen a couple tweets. I seen some predictions. We gonna see.
Okay. All right. I'm just saying, I don't whether he in the kitchen or he at home, he got a lot of appetizer going on and he got to figure out what he's going to do with it.
Too much stuff on the cutting board.
Listen, I love it. Listen, I want to throw you into a game that we've been playing. It's called University of Dope. We playing. So Jacob Latimore, welcome to University of Dope. We're going to play this game. Listen, we're having fun. Ain't nothing serious. Now, listen, you only have one opportunity to pass. So when you pass, that's it. But we got about 9 of these things. We're going to go through them real quick. And like I said, we just having some fun. So here we go. The game is called University of Dope. First question. One gotta go. Fabulous, Nori, Pusha T, or The Game?
Oh man. What's the second one again?
Nori.
I'm gonna say Nori because I haven't heard of Nori.
All right. Worst rapper in Hollywood? Will Smith, Nick Cannon, Bow Wow, or Marky Mark?
I'm gonna have to give it to Marky Mark, man. Mark Wahlberg got to get out of here.
Stay in your lane. Stop trying to sing. Wyclef, Lil Wayne, Ja Rule, or Drake?
Oh wow. Oh man, that's tough. That's tough right there. Cause I like all they singing joints. I'm gonna just, for the sake of the list, I'm gonna say Ja Rule.
All right. Jacob, who looks like they can't read? Chief Keef, Redman, Wiz Khalifa, or Lil Anybody?
Lil damn anybody. Yeah, that one.
All right. You can only watch one after school. Which one is it? Yo MTV Raps, 106 in Park, Rap City, The Basement with Tigger, or TRL?
Oh, I'm definitely 106 in Park with it.
All right, all right. I know you've been watching these versus battles, so this might be a tough one for you. But erase one person from hip hop history: Swiss Beats, Dr. Dre, RZA, or Timbaland.
Can't get rid of Timbo. Can't get rid of Dre. It's between Swiss and RZA. I'm gonna have to say RZA because I didn't listen to that much RZA. But RZA, a legend.
RZA's a legend. Rookie of the Year. Who was Rookie of the Year? Chance the Rapper, Migos, Joey Bad, or Cardi B?
Rookie of the Year of this year?
Last year.
Rookie of the Year. I mean, Cardi didn't drop. Did Cardi drop last year? I can't remember.
She had like one joint.
Maybe Cardi. I'm gonna say Cardi B.
All right.
Cardi just win, and she ain't even got to drop nothing.
She ain't got to drop. She good. One got to go. J. Cole, Drake, Kendrick Lamar, or Childish Gambino?
I'm gonna have to say on just lyricists, I may have to say Drake. I'm gonna have to say Drake. Drake makes songs though. He make records.
All right. This guy has been in the news lately, but best Kanye album: Late Registration, 808s and Heartbreak, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
College Dropout. Come on, player. Come on, man.
You ain't even have to go no further.
I don't know why they got that one last.
Here you go. It's the last one for now. Erase one person from hip hop history. Who would it be? Nas, the Notorious B.I.G., Tupac, or Jay-Z?
Ooh. I'm gonna just say Nas because I didn't listen to that much Nas. I'm gonna say Nas.
There it is. Jacob, thank you for playing University of Dope. But before I let you go, man, what song, because music is a soundtrack to our life, best describes your journey up to this point, or the song that inspires you to go get it? What song would that be?
Oh, wow. Let me think. Damn, that's a hard one. Damn, I can't think of that. I've listened to music for different reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, when you get amped, right? All right, so we'll put it in context. You getting ready to film
some DMX or something.
Some DMX right before you get ready to film a scene, like the scene with you and your pops, and you going to talk to him about whatever it is that last episode. Like, what do you lock into to be like, yo, I gotta get in my zone to knock this out? Is it DMX or is it something else?
I never really listened to DMX before. I like DMX though. Damn, I don't know, fam. I don't know. That's a tough one. I ain't never think about that question.
All right. Something to think about.
Pass. I got music.
Oh, now you want to pass after the game? Come on, man. Listen, music is a soundtrack to our life, man. So it's important. Something for you to think about moving forward. You know what I mean? Just whatever that song is, man. But I'll ask you this then. In closing, people are going through things these days. You've been through some things. You made it out on top. You're looking at the light at the end of the tunnel right now, and you're living in your dreams right now. For that person who's going through something, what is the best piece of advice that you could give them, or the best piece of advice that you were given that you could share with them today that could help them get through some rough times?
I would say that don't focus on the result, focus on the journey. I think what I've learned is that we only stress out when we only thinking about where we trying to go, or we only thinking about the future. We think about the past. We never really in the now. You know what I mean? Like, marinate yourself in the now and really appreciate where you are and learn that, sometimes you're in tough circumstances to make you stronger. And I think that's a hard perspective to tap into. But once you tap into it, man, life gonna become much easier just with anything. You know what I mean? Even if you go through failure, you know, it's still gonna feel good because you learned something. You know, so double your rate of failure. You know what I mean? Because through failure, we just gonna keep learning, and we only gonna get stronger.
You have grown with this character, Emmett. Is there anything that you, as Jacob Latimore, has learned from Emmett that you are applying to your life, where you learn this? You know what? This is my character. I've jumped into it, and I got another piece to that question. But has it been anything that you've learned through playing your character?
Have kids when you financially stable.
And you know that's
Man,
right. You know that's right.
yo, have kids when you ready. When you ready for real. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, uh, really just I've learned to pay more attention to my shoe game too. To be honest, because I was worrying about it, but I ain't. After the show, I was like, all right, now I gotta really focus on my shoes. Like
Yeah,
my
because
shoes.
that first season,
If
Emmett
I got
was
a bad outfit on for the day,
Emmett was on point first season with them sneakers
yeah,
though. When he had to sell
yeah,
those
yeah. I'm
sneakers,
like,
when you sold those sneakers, I was like, no, no.
yeah, yeah. Right. I'm like, okay, yeah. Shoes are a big deal to the culture, so I need to tap in a little more. You know what I'm saying?
But
And then once I do, I'm like, I'm kind of falling in love with different shoes more and more. I mean, I've always been, wanting to look nice in my appearance, but now I'm like really, really like more picky about shoes now.
but I think the lesson in that though, during that season, where you put yourself in a situation where you were willing to sell those sneakers to take care of your responsibility. And that's, to
Yep.
me, was a learning lesson for a lot of people, young people who found themselves
Yeah.
in that situation. Like you said, if you're not financially able to carry on that responsibility, you got to figure out a way to make that happen. And in that season, I felt like that was a great message for the writers who wrote
Yeah.
it and for you who actually did it. Do you find yourself, because I talked to my friend Amari Hardwick, who played Ghost in Power, and he would tell me, like, some days I need to just get away because I gotta shed this character Ghost. Is there ever a
Hmm.
time that you feel, and he even says, sometimes, therapy is good.
Right.
Is there ever been a time where you like, all right, just everything is cool, but I'm a little too locked in. I gotta get back
Mm.
to who I am. And how do you do that?
Um, I think for me, it's always I always tapped into or try to tap out of a role every time I leave set. I've always tried to leave that energy on set. I think in particular with Emmett though, it's been a little easier to tap out of it because you know comparing Emmett to a role like Amari's role in Power, it was so much more depth. You know what I mean? Like with Emmett, he's young, he's having fun. You know what I mean? Like it's fun to play him. You know what I'm saying? So I really come on set, not really thinking too hard about if I'm gonna, take Emmett home with me. You know what I'm saying? Like the mentality of Emmett. It's probably the closest thing to me I've ever played as far as like my personality. But films like Detroit or films like what other films are slight. Those types of films are really like I would say more so Detroit. Those are the real heavy like on my
The
mental.
darker, right? The darker ones.
Yeah, you know what I
Yeah.
mean. It's just like you just can't wait to just go have some fun and just go release that energy. So Emmett's been cool for me, man. It's been stress free, honestly. You know what I mean. I have so much fun filming the shot. You know what I mean. I make so many comedic beats even through Emmett's somewhat dark moments. I still have a lot of fun with it.
No, that's dope. And we all have our favorite characters on that show. Uh, you are
Yeah,
one of my favorites, and Kevin is one of my favorites. Who is one of your
thank you.
actually? I'm lying. Let me in this order, respectfully though, Jacob. Don't
No,
Big
no, for sure. Go
Papa,
ahead.
Big Papa,
Big Pop
Emmett,
all day.
Emmett, and then Kevin.
Oh man, hey, but honestly, my favorite is Papa though. Like every table read we have, he just the way he delivered his lines is just like it's unstoppable. It's unbeatable. You know what I'm saying? So, I just come on and play my role, man. You know what I mean? And I think the three youngins are like, are true superstars, and their chemistry is so great. And they really kick it offset. Like they really homies. They be playing video games with each other. They be roasting each other. It's just the energy that you can't really match.
No, that's dope, man. Whatever you do, man, do me this favor. Keep pouring into them, man. Y'all young guys, y'all got next, man, and they right behind you, man. Just keep pouring your spirit on them, man, because I'm so proud of what you've been doing, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. Your steps are ordered, brother, and I promise you, you ain't seen nothing yet. I promise you that much, man. Listen, where can we find you? Where can we like you? And what's next?
Yeah, man. Instagram at Jacob Latimore, everything at Jacob Latimore, Twitter, Facebook. I just booked a new film. I'm really, really excited about. I can't really say. I guess y'all just see it when the press release happened. But I got to go out the country, man. I got to go out the country and film this one. So I'm geeked about that. And then, hopefully we get started back on season 4 real soon.
No, that's dope. Jacob, thank you so much for joining us. Y'all been checking out the Winner Circle Motivate You here. This is 50.com. Your host, June Archer. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Like it, love it, share it. Tell somebody you love them. Do a random act of kindness. You never know whose life you may save. I promise you, it'll come back 100-fold. Thank y'all for tuning in.
I'm tripping. Wait, man, my EP dropping on my birthday, Leo season. I'm dropping so much music I forgot.
Big it up then. Leo season, birthday joint dropping. What's the title of the album, bro? What's the title, man?
It's called Leo season. That's exactly what it's called.
Yeah, y'all heard it here first. Leo season. Dropping on his birthday. Ladies, send him a gift or something. Just send him a hello. Give him the 2 thumbs up and a heart on IG. Something. Give him something. Holla at the kid. Ooh, Yo, thanks for joining me. Listen, stay locked in. The Winner Circle here. June Archer, motivate you. Peace.